October 1911, Shibe Park in Philadelphia and Brush Stadium in New York are filled to the brim. Fans and bowlers and straw hats pack the grandstands. Lines stretch down Lehigh Avenue. America's favorite game, baseball, is not just being played, it's being elevated. This is the 1911 World Series. Welcome to Crowned, a Smell Baseball podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Baseball, and today we're traveling back to a defining moment in early 20th century baseball, a World Series rematch built on redemption, resilience, and rain. It was a series where legacies were cemented and a nickname was born. The Athletics and the Giants, Connie Mack and John McGraw, Mathewson and Bender, and the unlikely rise of a quiet slugger known forevermore as Home Run Baker. The Philadelphia Athletics entered the 1911 series as defending champions, fresh off their dormant run in 1910. But the ghosts of 1905 loomed large. That was the year the Giants, and specifically Christy Mathewson, humiliated them in 5 games, shutting them out 3 times. This time, Connie Mack's club wanted revenge, and they had the talent to take it. Charles Bender, the calm, cerebral pitcher from Minnesota, often referred to in headlines as Chief, but known properly as Charles, was handed the ball in Game 1. He lost a tight duel to Mathewson, who extended his own World Series scoreless streak. But Bender wasn't finished, not by a long shot. Meanwhile, Philadelphia had a new hero, a third baseman from Maryland, a man with modest power and a reputation for contact hitting, Frank Baker. But in Game 2, with the score tied in the 6th inning, Baker stepped in against Rube Marquardt and crushed a 2-run homer to right field. It was the difference maker, and it was just the beginning. The next day at the Polo Grounds, Mathewson was dealing again, up 1-0 in the 9th, 2 outs away from a series lead, but then came Baker again. Another swing, another blast. This one tied the game and rocked the baseball world. 11 innings later, the Athletics had won again. The Giants never recovered. And just like that, Frank Baker, quiet, consistent, was forever dubbed Home Run Baker. Not because he hit dozens, but because in the games that mattered most, he hit the ones that changed everything. Then came the rain. 6 straight days of it. Games delayed, players idle, fans waiting. And while the skies were dark, the stage was only getting brighter. When play resumed, Charles Bender returned to the mound. He gave up 2 runs in the first, and then nothing. Shutout innings from the 2nd through the 9th. The A's bats woke up, and Philadelphia took a commanding lead in the series. The Giants fought back in Game 5. Down to their final out, they tied the game. A disputed play at the plate, some say Larry Doyle never touched it, led to a walk-off. But baseball has no replay, and the Giants lived to fight another day. It would be their last. In Game 6, the Athletics unleashed a 13-run barrage. Bender took the ball again, throwing a complete game and allowing just 4 hits. It was dominant, it was final, and it was just. Philadelphia were champions again, and this time no ghosts from 1905 would haunt them. The 1911 World Series gave us more than a winner. It gave us a legend in Home Run Baker. It gave us the calm control of Charles Bender, the precision of Eddie Plank, and the steady hand of Jack Coombs. It reminded us that even the great Christy Mathewson, so dominant, so revered, was not invincible. And it taught us that nicknames aren't earned in April or July. They're forged in October. That's all for this episode of Crowned, a Smell Baseball podcast. I'm Mr. Baseball. See you next time when we head back into baseball's dusty archives and lift the crown once more.